Hi, it's T with Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022, and we are here with live chat on Wednesdays. Sew and Chat is on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the time now? No. I'm just making stuff up. Today is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. It is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're having live chat. Saturdays, we have live sew and chat that starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We go for 2 hours as I sew and chat with you guys. So if you're available, please come back. Get that straight. Know where that's coming from. Pull you all up here. I got you on there, so I don't need this one. Unless I need to look something up. So, right, so it's the first Wednesday of the month. I normally do birthday shout outs. I haven't decided if I'm going to still, I was trying to stop doing gift giving on birthday shout outs. I don't mind doing the shout outs. I really don't mind doing the birthday gifts either. So, I don't know. I'll see if I'm going to switch it around or not, but we'll go ahead and go for it tonight as planned, as usual. I hadn't made that decision before I went live. Let's see. We're going to do some shout outs in the chat. If you're just saying hello without asking me particularly any question, I'm just going to read your name as being here in the chat, just to make this go a little quicker, especially when I'm having just an hour chat. That hour goes by so fast, and I got a lot of stuff to show and tell you. Ella Odom is here. Deborah Quilts. Brenda Foley. Quilt Gal. She's saying she got 3 border blocks done for the 4-star general, I'm assuming. Janice Miller. Ellen Campbell says, hello, everyone. Ellen sent me an email saying that she's been diagnosed with the Omicron COVID. 3rd time she's been struck with this. So keep her in your prayers. She was doing pretty good initially, and now she's not feeling so well, at least as of yesterday. So keep her in your prayers as well. Deborah Sims Brown, Teresa Louise I Quilt Too, has a channel if you want to check her out. Dee Dee Hansen's here. Talking about we're having a blizzard. Cheryl Knuckles saying hello, everyone. Hope your day was good. Cheryl, I sent you a photo of some presses so you can pick before. I'm going to show them tonight, but you can pick which one you want. Let me know that. I'll get your order in the mail tomorrow. Vicki Lemire, Darlene Crosby, Maxie Doodle, Memoirs of a Longworm Quilter, which is Stephanie. Kathy Quilts and Crafts. Nancy Gus, Leila Dicker, Leetta Brown, Sandra Agger, Shirley Kessinger, Nancy Gus, saying her birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday. Patricia Carluccio, Kevin the Quilter. Seems like I haven't seen you in ages. Good evening, all Teaquilters. We'll talk about that in a little bit because, you know, every time something happens, Kevin's involved. Ashari Frazier says, hello, I'm new. Ellen Creations invited me. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for coming over, and thanks, Ellen, for the referral. Ellen is always talking about Teaquilts and any other channel that has the topic that she's talking about on that day. So I really appreciate that, Ellen. Thank you so much. Ashara, beautiful name. Teresa McCormick says, I'm here. Vicky's talking to somebody else. Lila Dicker, I thought I said her name, but maybe I didn't. Beverly Aikens, Deborah Holloway, Slowing Down Joe, Maria Mayer, Dolores Feltz. Haven't seen you in a while, Maria. Where you been? Earlene Butler. Judy, Margaret Dearden, Alvita M, Agnes Jimenez, I don't know. I don't know if you're pronouncing the J. I always mess your name up. I'm sorry. Geraldine Lima, Remo JS. She says she's feeling a bit better today. That's Ellen Campbell, so that's great. But still keep her in your prayers. Damali J. Sue GSD. No, ma'am. I'm not ready for any snow. Darcy Savali saying hi to everyone. Winfred Baptiste. Hey, Lenora. She says hello to you and everyone. I haven't been in here for a while. Yes. But you're always constantly in my mind. Just praying everything's going well for you. Mary says need to clean up the kitchen and then I'll be back. No cleanup. Elizabeth Hewitt is here. Lisa Thompson's here. That's my niece, guys. She's also saying thumbs up. And I always try to put whenever my family come in here, she's been in here for a while. I'm going to make her a moderator. So if something happening in here, she can help me out if she's ever in here. Melina Montoya says, good evening, all. That looks like a new name to me. So welcome to the chat. Appreciate you. Hopefully you subscribed as well. And Tucker is here from Tucker Sewing and Quilting. He also has a YouTube channel. Youngster that's interested in quilting, please support him as well. Somebody can't wait to see some fabric tonight. And Diane 57 is here saying good evening. Carla Ford's here. Hello to you and everyone. Hoping everyone is staying safe and warm, cooking dinner. I'll be in and out. All right. So let me get through some of the stuff. We'll come back to the birthdays because some of you all are in here still missing a couple, maybe 3 of you. So we'll just make sure that everybody comes in. I do want to give an update on Bonnie Hunter. I did sell the bajillion. It's not in there. It's in the iron. This is the stuff that's got to be ironed. Got to be pressed. So I have sewn all of these units. I had extra units left over, and I've just been stacking them in these containers. You can just see part of them here. Any extra cuts that I've been making, because I don't really count when I cut. I just pick all my fabrics, and then I just whack off a piece, and whatever I have, I just put on my die boards and cut. So any extra pieces, I've been just putting into these 2 containers here. So I took all the extra pieces out of the box and got rid of those. So I've just got my little clips in here. So this is needing all to be pressed. That's going to be a while too, isn't it? And then this was clue number 4. Clue number 5 is this unit here, this and this. And then clue number 6 is this right here and putting the block together. So I'm doing 5 and 6 together. And I have made 8 blocks. So I'm only doing clues 5 and 6 as I'm making blocks. And these blocks here are in the box because they've got to be pressed. They've got to get their final press. They're not laying flat. You can see the seams are all lifted up there. So yeah. This is the back of my block if anybody wants to see it. I try to make my back look as pretty as my front. And then I just put that up here so I can have it as a reference as I'm making blocks. So, yeah. This box here, this container, is holding all of my units for the sew along in here. So that's why that's sitting there. And I just wanted to show you all that so I can put this up here. But this got to be ironed. All right. Woo-wee, they rolling fast tonight. And I didn't even look at a time to see where I left off. So I'm hoping I don't miss anybody. Tiffany came in of Tiffany's Quilting Life. Also has a channel. Debbie is here. And Scott says hi. Now the party can begin. That is funny. Okay. So I'm hoping that I got everybody. Let's see. Kimalina says Happy New Year as well. So haven't seen Kimalina in a while, or if I have, I can't remember. So welcome back. One Love 000641. How wide should a first border be? Okay. So if I have like 12-inch blocks, I wouldn't want my first border to be any more than a quarter. So a quarter of 12 would be like 3 inches. However, I'm not going to be the border police and tell you that you can't put a 4-inch or a 6-inch border first. I tend to like to put a medium, what I consider a medium-sized border. And then if I'm going to go put 3 borders on the quilt, I'll go smaller than the first one I put on. And then my last one can be whatever size I need to get my quilt to the size that I want. So that's another reason why you would want to add borders. Utilize it to make a quilt any size you want. And remember, when you're putting borders on a quilt, you don't have to necessarily put borders. If you put borders on the side, it doesn't mean you have to put it on top and bottom. You can use those borders to get that quilt to any size you want. So I would say if it's a 12-inch block, 1/4 of that would be a 3-inch border at max. I would even do 2 inches finished if I want, but 3-inch finish would probably be my maximum for me. That's not to say that that's the rule. You can do whatever you want. And then if I'm putting a second and third border, my second one, I might end up going to a 1-inch or 1.5-inch finished border. And then my third one, I'll make it 6 inches to whatever I need, 10 inches, because I tend to cut my fabric on the length of the yardage when I do border, my final border for sure. And so I wouldn't probably go over 10 inches because I want to make sure I can cut 4 of them from the yardage. So whatever I need to get my quilt up to size is how I add my border. So great question, and thank you so much. And Sue is also reminding people to hit the thumbs up. So thank you so much. We're going to come back to birthdays. I did want to I told you all when I had the Hancock stuff that I was waiting on back order for a piece of fabric from Tula Pink and also a pattern. It's funny, I thought they were going to send them all at the same time, but they just sent me the fabric. And I don't have the pattern, but I thought I'd just go ahead and get that out the way. I ordered like 4 yards of this just so that I could use it as a background. It's actually the cards, diamonds, hearts, clubs, and spades in color. And I just thought it would be cute as a background. I got so much Tula Pink fabric now. And so I was trying to get some additional background fabrics. And I didn't buy any fabric in this line. I just wanted the coloring. So that's that out the way. Let's see, what else was I supposed to talk about? Make sure I don't forget. Butler is not on my icon, but I do want you all to know that I am going to be making a Butler video on how to do row by row quilting. Or you can also use this same technique in your border. So I am working on that. And I'm going to do where your border starts on the end with a whole block and end on the end with the whole block. And then I'm also going to show you when you have just a half block when your border is ending. What's up with that? So I'm going to be hopefully recording that tonight. That's my goal. I was supposed to have, been recorded it by now, but my day has been full. So I haven't been able to do any recording yet, but I am planning to do some recording tonight. And then the wood tools also came in. I talked about that. So I have 5 only press. 1 of these are already sold. So I just want you all to know that. Got a new color of press. I was trying to order Blue Angel and he mistakenly made a different batch. This is kind of like blue, gray, and natural wood. I don't know if this is even going to show up, but it is really pretty. You can't see the gray as well, but it's gray right here on the outer edge of that oval. But so he's going to send me these are sets. Now, I only have these in the presses. And then these are going to be set. So I have to add these new items, this new item to my list. And the rippers for these are going to be coming later. They just mailed me this because I had customer orders. I got in tequila, key lime, and I think this is called Safari. This one here, the blue, gray, and natural wood. And then I also have neon, just so you all know. And I haven't even opened these up on my website yet. I wanted to just come on here first. So that'll be something I'll be doing tomorrow. Just letting you all know. Most of my order came in. Most people, when they order from me these presses, they want them in set. They want it with the stiletto set. And so for new people that don't know what it is, you have your seam ripper and stiletto that you flip out of the barrel here. And then this is a set that I sell on my website, Teaquilts.com. But like I said, I got to take a photo of the new ones because that was a shocker for me. He had a little note, and she called me ahead of time, but had a little note about what the mix-up was. I was ordering one thing, and he accidentally made something else. He made both pieces, and he didn't realize that he had them in unmatching wood. That's what happened. And I like for my sets to match. So he's going to make those in wood for me. Let's see. Project update I've already done. I talked about Butler as well. I'm actually in the middle of quilting that quilt, so we've done that. And then what happened yesterday? Anytime I put in there what happened yesterday or any day, you know Kevin the quilter is involved. So Kevin is working on the 4-star generator. As you all know, he's my cohort on that. We've decided to do this as a team. That's why we're alternating each other's homes to do the recordings on Saturdays. But he has been having difficulty finding his 2 sashing fabrics and or border fabric, depending on how you're making your quilt. So we went on an excursion into Illinois, went to Bloomington Normal. Now, when we left, the whole plan, which I already knew it wasn't going to end like that, but the whole plan when we left, we were going to this one place and one place only, okay? I never did count how many places. I know we went to 3 places in the Bloomington Normal area. We went to another place that was closed, 4. So we went to 2. So a piece and applique is 5. And then we went to Itching to be Stitching. We went to 6 quilt shops yesterday, impromptu, okay, once we got in that car, okay? But we had a good time. Also, the reason why I am caught up on this or got my pieces cut, and the reason why I'm not as stressed out with Bonnie Hunter's mystery right now, and it has nothing to do with Bonnie that I'm stressed, it's because I'm busy and I got things going on. But my dear friend Kevin, he came over Sunday and he cut my clues 5 and my clues 6, okay? So I didn't cut. He did all that cutting. He starched my fabric as well as he cut them. So I was like, oh my God, he was over here like maybe about 5-6 hours. I lost track of time. Of course, because we were having fun. We were singing 70s songs. And so we get to acting crazy. We already talked to each other in song anyway. So so when we put the music on, that didn't help at all. If anybody's coming in, you all welcome to the chat. I'm just going to keep rolling because I got so much I got to get through tonight. And let me see. But something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, surprise, surprise. I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans, y'all. Kevin is going to be at retreat. So those of you that are at retreat or coming to retreat, you all are going to have the experience of having Kevin with us for the entire retreat, okay? So it's going to be interesting. Tucker, that's here, also is coming to retreat. So I'll go ahead and spill those beans as well. So Tucker will also be there. So we're going to have 2 men at our retreat, and it's going to be awesome. And I love it. And I love when I have a youngster that's so inspirational and so into what's going on in the quilt industry and has succeeded very well and is doing very well. I mean, I don't know if you all have seen some of Tucker's quilting, but it is fantastic. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to retreat. At this point, retreat is closed. We're not taking any more entries into retreat at this time, so it is full unless somebody can't make it at the last minute and they have to cancel their spot, and I will open that back up at that time. But for right now, retreat is closed, and I'm looking forward to a good time. So, yes. That was the other thing. So now we're gonna talk about this African fabric. No, what did I buy when I was with Kevin? That's what we need to talk about. This is Kevin's trip, and I think I spent more money than Kevin. I don't. I think I did still, even when he found his fabric. But I tend to. Since I've been buying African fabric, I've been kind of looking at things that might go well with the African fabrics. That might still kind of be ethnic, but also give my fabric a resting place. And so I found this piece of fabric here. And I can't remember what I bought. It's either 3 or 4 yards. And of course, did I put the receipt in here? Nope. It's probably in my wallet. That's for oh, it's here. It's another one. I ended up buying something twice. So it was $8 a yard. And so I think this is either 4.6. Might be the one on the bottom. So this is 3.5 yards is what I got here. Because I just bought what was on the boat. And then this one here I bought. I thought it was just weird and different. I don't know how I'm going to use this. But this is the other fabric that I bought. And again, this place that we went to, her fabrics for cottons were $7.99 a yard. This red, gray, and black one is Classique by Paintbrush Studio Designs. It's got on the salvage 120-292. That's all. And then I'll read this one on this black one too, just in case. So I really got out of there not doing too bad, getting just these two. But then as I was walking out the door, I saw this fat quarter bundle. And this one is by Andover Fabrics called Full Moon. And it says pattern 9191. So that's what this one is, the full moon. Let me put it back up there again so you all can see it. But I thought that the moon, the circle thing would help. And then a lot of geometrics are in some of the African prints and the Kenta fabrics, even though right now I probably got some Kenta in my closet, but I haven't bought any recently. And then I also bought this fat quarter bundle. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 fabrics. So they were $2 for each. No. So 6 fat quarters for $20. So they were less than $2. So if I see stuff like that, that's reasonably priced. So I'll go ahead and buy it. I don't know why I bought gray, but I may be thinking in the back of my head, maybe I might be mixing this with the African fabric as well. I have no idea, but I got it. Okay. And that was at one store. We went to the other stores. I didn't buy anything until we got to the last store. The last store is actually where Kevin bought found his fabric. Now, if we had gone to the last store first, it was the one that was only about 45 minutes from my house. We could have been home and back. But no, we went on an excursion all in the middle of Illinois, okay? But we had fun. And I was like doubting Kevin. I'm like, maybe you're thinking of a color that don't exist, but that man knows his reproductions and know that color exists, because it was a very fine line between what he was looking for and what he didn't buy, what he got and what he didn't get. And it was hard for me to help him find it because I'm not real familiar with that whole family of reproduction prints. And so then another one, I was thinking I could use some red again with some of those African prints. And it's got like a beige geometric design over it as well. So it's not like a solid tone on tone. This was in a place in Itching to Be Stitching. I don't even think I bought the whole boat. I think I just bought some yardage off of it, and I can't remember how much. And it was $6 a yard. And this fabric is Signature Patriot Collection by Sarah Morgan for Washington Street Studios. I've never heard of that, but Itching to Be Stitching. Oh, P&B Textiles is the one that printed it, though. Okay, because I was getting ready to say I never heard of that, but this is a legit quilt shop. That's what I was finna say. So even if I don't know the name, it's just something I missed. But it is P&B Textiles that actually print the fabric for this company. So P&B must be printing other people's fabric lines. So that's cool. Put that down there. Welcome, everybody. I see Shaquita Muse is here. Now, I'm going to, just a quick disclaimer about, did I bring all that stuff in here? I'm missing some pieces of African fabric. Maybe I decided not to show all that stuff. It's sitting outside this thing. Let me go get it before I start opening stuff up. Because I got stuff down here. Once I start opening up, and I got to put it back up to get out of here. Because I just put the bag of fabric down there. And now I got my mic attachment came apart. All right, so again, I'm ordering African prints, and this is like a learning experience for me. And sometimes I buy out at different price points just to know what something is and is it worth it. So this fabric here is only 36 inches, but it was listed $1 or $2 more per yard than the regular Ankara type fabrics that I've been buying. And I was just trying to buy something to understand why. I don't know why this fabric costs more. It's called Shiwi or Shui fabric. And it is just pretty. I like the geometric design on it. But again, it's only 36 inches wide. Costs $2 more. I'm not sure why. Even when I ordered it, she told me, you're probably not going to want that. But it is 100% cotton. It's just plain on the back. It's a nice thing. I won't be selling this because like I just got a yard to test it out. And I got 2 pieces just so I wouldn't have just one piece. I got them coordinating. There's also lime in this piece here. And I thought as a last resort, I could always make tote bags out of this type of stuff. Okay, so these are not going to be anything you'll be seeing. And then this piece also was a test piece. I got another yard. I don't know what it's called. It's because I've had fabric that has Velisco on the selvage. I don't know why this fabric here costs more than the other fabrics. And it's actually really upside down here. Well, not really, because they both rotate. They rotate kind of. So I don't know. This feels like a softer version of Ankara, but it's and Ankara is the African prints where they're the same on the right and wrong side. They're called really batiks, and you can use either side of the print. You don't have to worry about what size. And that's been mostly what I've been buying, and I've been accidentally finding out that there's other things available. So this one was like $4 or $5 more than the price point. Other than I love the color teal, I don't know why this is costing so much more than the other print. So I won't be buying any more out of this price point because that means I would have to have a higher price point on my website. But I just like to see what's going on when I'm getting into something. And the only way to know how something feels is to touch it. And I can't go to New York right now. So I have to just have them send me stuff. Again, testing stuff out, trying to see what stuff is. I found this another person in New York. This is a different company. And I'm just looking at stuff online, and you never know what it is you're going to get. This reminds me of the Hoffman fabrics that have that gold overlay on them. And so I'm not sure. I'm not going to mix these in with Ankaras. They're not Ankaras anyway. They won't even be mixed into my Take 5 kits I'm going to talk about later. But they don't have the gold on the back. It's just a true wrong side of the fabric there. So, yeah. But just ordering stuff to see. And most times when you order stuff, you have to order it in big batches. If I see where I can get it in a yard, I'm really happy. Most times I have to buy a whole lot of yards in order to see it. And this is the same thing, just in orange, beige, and brown. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to use these. And then this also is one. It just happens to be in silver. Maria Quarterman's here, Darlene Crosby, Rhonda Barlow, June Hansen. I know I'm missing some of you guys, but I've been busy trying to get through what all I got here today, and then we're going to do the birthday shout outs as well. Then this piece of fabric, I was actually FaceTiming with the guy, and he had this in his shop. And this is another thing. This is where you can get in trouble when you see something pretty when somebody is scanning a camera. And then when I got it, I don't know if you can hear this, but it makes noise. And I was like, cotton don't make that kind of noise. So what do? I cut off a piece so I can go burn it. This one is polyester, so it will not be in any kits. However, I love this fabric. And again, I'm going to make me a bag with it. I do have some additional yardage. I just cut pieces off so I wouldn't have to bring all this stuff in here. I cut some of it off. But I love this fabric. And so I am going to utilize it some kind of way. I don't know how yet. But it's going to be on a tote. And I figured by the time I do interfacing and foam, so it'll be a little stiffer tote to stand up on its own. Yeah, I don't think the polyester factor is going to be a point, and maybe that might work well for me to wipe off to clean or something too. But it was gorgeous. I was like, oh, give me that fabric. And I didn't even ask him if it was cotton, and it had no identifying information on it, so I have no idea what this fabric is unless I call him back. And I'm like, it just wasn't worth it. The fabric itself is pretty. I just know that I can't use this. I can't put this into a jelly roll because it is polyester. You put the iron on this too hot and it's going to burn up on you. It's going to turn hard, really hard. Oh, Tiffany's talking about make a pair of pants or a long skirt with it. Maybe something like this, but I wouldn't be wearing nothing making this kind of noise. No. Every time you walk, they're going to hear you coming. You can't sneak up on anybody. Hey, Sharon Lewis. Shaquita also here. I think I said her name. Okay. So now we've got these. So this is still from the one place. I'm just showing you these in order. And then I don't know if it was another print. I had this in brown. It looks totally different in other colors, like this red. But we had this. It's kind of looked like it could be a drum, or that's what I see. Like it could be a drum. But I had this in that brown that was really pretty. And I haven't seen, I'm going to be cutting this into the Take 5 kit. So some of his stuff will go into Take 5 kit. Again, this was my first time ordering from him. And what I tend to do is I order in different price points just so I can see what type of fabric I'm getting in various price points. This one looks like it's more of a modern basket or something, the way it's woven. Or a ball of yarn, but I really think it's a basket. And so this is also going to be in the Take 5 kits. If you all remember, I had ordered some fabrics for the Take 5 kits, and I'm going to do 2 different Take 5 kits with 15 blocks in each. So I needed more fabric, because what I'm going to do is, you want to make a smaller quilt with 15 blocks, a 3x5, then you can just buy one kit. If you want a larger quilt, then you can buy both of them, and then you'll have 30 blocks. So you'll have a 6x5 quilt. Blocks are going to finish at 12 inches. This is that first fabric I just showed you. It is a hot pink background, or because it's not really red. If it is red, it's more of a cherry red, but I think it's pink. And again, it's like that drum thing that I see in the middle there. These are again all for Take 5. These fabrics have a definite right and wrong size. These are just 100% African cottons. They're not in Cora. And then okay, thank you, Teresa and Tiffany. This one here, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's drums too, like the kind that they put between their, trying to make sure it's right side up. Like the kind they hold on to in their hand when they're doing performances here. And, but I think they're drums, but I like this print. I just cut 1 yard pieces on some of the stuff because I was cutting for orders. And so, yeah, I was trying to get that done. So I really like that. This one is not an Ancora by feel and not by, so yeah, so it's like Take 5 fabric here. This one here, I think is also Take 5 fabric. Yes, I don't have to open this one up because you can see where it's going. Just got to hold it upside down. So I thought I'd add something like that in, graphic print. And then these last two from him are Ancora's fabrics. And like I said, I just need to know what I'm ordering. Because the problem with this was I went on the website and ordered, and then everything that I ordered, I had about 11 pieces, and he only had 4 of them in stock. So then he walks me around his store to show me. And I thought his website looked kind of weird because I'm like, is this company still in business? Because I didn't see an update from 2018. I don't think he updates his website. I don't think he's got a computer person to keep it up to date on what he's getting in. And he just prefers for people to call him, and then he just walks them through a video chat around his store and make his sales that way. So this one I thought was really cool. Clamshells, very graphic print. And then as they go down, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So this one is Ancora. It will be in the Ancora fabrics for fat quarters, half yards, full yard, and what's the other one? Jelly rolls or tea rolls. And this one also is an Ancora print. It goes exactly the same all the way across the fabric here. Chevron, just one of the designs that I do like. So, and I love the colors too. Y'all know I'm a sucker for bright colors. So this one is done. I don't know where I'm gonna go. The next one, I put 2 orders in one box because I really cut these down. And this is another company where the things that I like, I don't know how they only had 1 yard because most things you have to buy in bulk. So I don't know how they get down to 1 yard of something. And again, I'm just showing you the fabric. They all come with this sticker on them. And these are the batik ones that are looking the same inside and the outside. And these are the Ancora ones, made by different companies, of course. And so this is one that's also going to be going into the sale packs. So different colors. I always try to get different colors just so I have some variety going on. This one is a little weird print. If you look at this one, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but just look at the detail there. And this is how the ladies actually walked around at times, you know, doing their chores. So I got some of that in this color, and then I got it in a red as well. I only got a yard piece here to show because I've already cut this one up. And then trying to make sure I show it to you right side up. So that's that. Red, yellow, black. And these are the pieces. I always try to cut off the piece where I know I got to get the stickers off. I try to get as much of the sticker off as I can. Hi, Lynette Williams and Janet Mackerel and Phil Beck. And I've told you all one time I was looking at fabrics, told you I was looking for people. Somebody had some people on their site. So I'm not sure if I'm going to sell these or not. These are not Ancora. Let me make sure. Yeah, they're not Ancoras. And then I got a different one here. Whoops, that's upside down, but this side's right side up. So this would make a great border print on something. This one, they didn't have but 2 yards of. So you can't do a whole lot with it. These here I bought because they could be used as panels. So I'm not sure. I might cut some of them up and put them in the jelly rolls. I don't know yet if I'm going to put them in a yardage or half yards. If people might want to do this as a panel, maybe you let me know and I can sell you what you want. But I thought these would be great panels. Right here. So made by a different waxing technique. They say it's real wax, but it's Bogoland. I have never heard of that one. So this one was a new fabric company or fabric selection for me. And like I say, when you're ordering online, they're not telling you who they're from, most sites. At least this site didn't. And so then I've got the same thing. This one's in blue. This one's in brown, black, and kind of orange yellow. With white, of course. Brown. So this is the same panel as the other. So I haven't cut any of this up yet, but I probably will add some of them to jelly rolls. I got, let's see, about maybe 4, 5 more pieces from this same company. This one right here. This one I thought was a different color on the screen, and this is where when you buy something you don't really know what you're getting. It's a little bit duller than what I thought, but it's still an interesting print. Very geometric. It'll look great cut up. Let's see. Yeah, this is Ankara because it's got the stickers. I don't even have to worry about that. And then this one is another, must have been in the geometrics on this one. This one is got teal with like a darker hot pink, but not really bright. It's a duller with maroon in the background of the pink with teal and white and brown. It's really pretty. Make nice borders or sashing. And then this one is just called squares. And this is one colorway, and then this is my favorite colorway. I tend to order things when if I'm doing kits or stuff, I try to get it in more than one colorway, but this was my favorite. And Diane says that print looks bright to her, that star print I was talking about. Yeah, when you put yellow in something, it tends to make stuff look brighter. And then I'm looking at the background colors. Thank you, Alvita. And then this is another one of my favorites. Kind of weird print. So let me open it up a little bit. And when you see the second print, you're going to be in love. Like I said, I try to order 2 of everything. So this one started where it's more of a light center and then it gets dark going out, if you can see that. Hoping my light isn't messing it up too bad. And then what I really love is the second one. This one here. Where it just changes color. So it's doing the same thing, but now it's doing it with colors of like African gold, kind of a burgundy-ish color with blue. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's not even many colors, but it looked like it's more colors than it is the way it's made. All right, so that's order number 2. So now we're going to order number 3. And remember, I've cut and just so I can only bring a yard in here, okay? Thank you, Darcy. She's reminding people to give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. So now I'm going to show you fabric that's, I think everything in here is going to be for Take 5 quilts. If you all remember, I was showing you all this print and this print. And I was saying that it had a hole in it. So I contacted the company, told them that I felt like these prints weren't as sharp. And so they resent them to me. They resent them to me I don't have any holes, but I just feel like this fabric, it's just the way that they made the, whatever they use to do the batiking with their template. It was just a bad template or something because they all look the same, okay? And I'm just persnickety about stuff like that. If I'm looking at everything else that's nice and crisp, I don't want any bleed stuff happening on my other stuff. So, yeah, they sent it to me. I'm still not happy about it, but I just told the company not to worry about it, but I did tell them that it's a bad fabric because I was tired of dealing with them. It was too many emails, and I have things to do. Hey, Francis Jackson. She says, what is the Take 5 kit? You know what? I have a video just on YouTube. Put in Teaquilts Take 5. And it's going to bring up two videos. One, I show you where you just put the fabrics back together. And the second one, I show you how to add sashing in between your fabrics. And they're very short videos. Both of them are about 8 or 9 minutes or less. So they're not now this one is Ankara. So this one will be with the Ankara fabrics. I have to look because I order from this company, same price points. I get two different things in the same price point. So I'm kind of confused. I may not order from this company again. So all of these items I order from them because I wanted to make sure I had things that match up. But this one looks to be like it has the same. Let me see. And it's the high target. It's the high target line. Some high target I get has the same on the front and back, and then other high target is different. And this one does have a definite back. You know, there's a front and a back side. So I'll just go ahead and leave it with the Take 5 kits. This one, I'm just ordering different things at different scales. So when I put these kits together, you'll see some variety from one fabric to the next when you're putting these pieces back together. If you see what I mean here about having variety between the prints, you don't want everything to be all blue and meshing in if you're cutting fabric and putting it back together to have a good mix. So that's what I'm kind of doing here, ordering things where you will have a definite stop, not trying to be matchy. And then again here, this one I thought was really pretty, beautiful print. You could do a lot with this print. It would make us a nice African outfit, I think. A lot of these would make nice outfits. This fabric here doesn't look anything like what I saw online, but it's got movement into it that will be fine for what I want it to do. And these Take 5 kits are going to be available in February for sale. Actually, the first, I don't know if I'm going to do like 7 days or 5 days, but I'm going to do in February, there will be a discount code for 10% off for February on my website. So just so you all know early, I'm not going to mention it again. So here we go. And then this same, I just wanted to show you both sides since the print is big. And then I got this same print, which I like even better, with a black background. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm not reading much comments, but I'm trying to get through this box here. And we're got 12 minutes left, and I still got to do birthday shout-outs. That's the other side. So this company, I was able to order just the yardage I needed for my kit. And so that's what I did on this order, because I know that I'm not going to be ordering too much from this company. It's not one of my favorites, because I don't know what I'm going to get. So this one, again, I'll Take 5 kits. They're going to be cut into pieces and put back together. I got this same pattern in a different colorway with the reds, yellow, gold, and black and white. And we're almost through. You're not going to be able to see me. I think y'all so I cover myself up with fabric. This one is circles, and then I have it in a different colorway as well, like circle on a stick or something almost. Gorgeous colors. I love the color with the, and then the white in there just really makes it pop. And a different colorway, same thing. I'm just holding it different. If I hold it this way, it's the same thing, just different colorway. Hi, Elaine Doucette. Again, all of these fabrics in this stack or Take 5 kits. I got this in 2 colorways as well. I don't know which one's my favorite. It has purple with orange, yellow. Let's see what this background color is. A very dark purple or brown on the yellow dots, what the yellow dots are on. Very pretty though. And then that same colorway. So I probably have this in one kit and then the other one will be in another kit. So here we go here. Gorgeous print, just the same thing as before. And one more fabric here. I got this only because it had the arrows in it. I thought it would be cute wherever they fell into the quilt top. You will see an arrow somewhere, maybe. You know, depends on how it's cut. That's the only reason I got it. I like, oh, it's got an arrow. Last piece of fabric here. We're going to do birthday shout outs. I asked if he had anything with mask, I think. And I think this was the only piece that he had. And I'll just put this up here to show you this. He didn't have a whole lot of this either. But it's beautiful. And again, it's one of those, I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in there or not. So I haven't decided if I want to keep it and use it myself since they didn't have a lot of it. Or put it in the kit. But let me pull this stuff out. So that's it for fabric. Just giving you all a heads up. I had already started cutting some of the stuff. So I didn't cut any of the Take 5 fabrics, of course. Because, again, my dear friend. You know, I have such a great friend. He's going to help me cut. He's going to help me make kits. So I'm going to go over to his house one day. We're going to set up tables and get those kits cut as a team. So thank you, Mr. Kevin. And then I still have the fabrics that I showed you all that when I showed these fabrics about a week or two ago, maybe on a Saturday night, so about a week and a half. So yeah, I got more fabrics that I'll go, but I'll end up having at least 30 different fabrics in those Take 5 kits. All right. Okay, I'm just going to sit this on top of the box. My Bonnie Hunter block is feeling lonely. You want some attention. And let's do birthday shout outs. So happy birthday to everybody that has a birthday in the month of January. If you're interested in getting on the birthday shout out list, all you got to do is email me at teaquilts@teaquilts.com. And I'll add you to the birthday shout outs. Again, I'm going to go ahead and do a prize today. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to do this. I've done it for 2 years now. And I don't know if I'm going to continue to do it. But I'm going to do it today until I make that decision. I really don't mind overall. It's just that I get people on the list that are no longer, I don't feel like they're still in the chat sometimes. And so I'm shouting out people I'm not sure if they're still watching after 2 or 3 years. So that's my issue. Some of you all, I know you're still here. All right. So, January birthdays are Sarah Ragland's birthday is January 11th. So happy birthday to you, Sarah Ragland. On January 14th, we got Carol Green. Carol Green, happy birthday. Linda Price is on January 22nd. Happy birthday, Linda. Maria Mayer, she's here tonight. Happy birthday, Maria. January 22nd as well. We've got one more on January 22nd, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Sherry Willingham birthday is January 22nd. So happy birthday, Sherry. On the 24th of January, we've got Patricia Carluccio. Happy birthday to you. And the last birthday for the month of January is my brother Ray. And his birthday is January 31st. So happy birthday, sir. Appreciate you. So I've got them all in here. Let me make sure. 2 should be 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I don't put my brother in. He doesn't sew. Hold on. Somebody is not in here. 2, 4, 6. It should be, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 because I didn't put my brother in. So I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. All right. So we have random stuff here. Just look at you guys and we're going to pull one. And the winner is, let's see. Oh, it's actually Patricia right there. And so, I don't know. I'll send something. I was going to send some fabric. You normally get like a yard of fabric or something. So, Patricia, tell me what color you like between pink, purple, orange, not orange, pink, purple, yellow, green, and blue. Let me know what's your favorite color, and then I'll send you a yard of fabric for your birthday. So, thank you, everybody. I seen Patricia was in there, so I know she's here. I saw her in the chat. So we already got a winner for the birthday. So happy birthday to anybody that's not on the list. I know Nancy Gus said that she has a birthday. So happy birthday to you as well, Nancy. Appreciate you. And people are saying congratulations to Patricia. Nice people are always here in my chat room. Even when they're not the recipient of an actual prize, and I really appreciate that. So just send me your favorite color. I'm going to send you like a tone-on-tone print. It's going to be a Patrick Loose piece that I just have in my, I have like a boats that I sell when I go vending, and I just pull off of those to do birthday stuff. And she says, thank you so much. You're welcome. Very deserving, Patricia. Melissa LePage is here. You all are so nice. L Chimes is here. I haven't seen before. And Quiltygram. So we're not going to stay on here too long. If you got any questions, you can go ahead and pop them into the box. Again, somebody asked, what is Take 5? I'll just explain it real quick while I got a couple minutes left here. Take 5 is traditionally was a quilt that was made with 5 one-yard cuts of fabric. That's how they originally came out many years ago. I'm old school. They used to be at quilt shows selling bundles. They didn't have patterns attached to them, and that's where the 3-yard quilts have kind of come from. They now do the patterns with those, but the Take 5 didn't necessarily have a pattern, but if they were very simple things that you take 2 of them, do 4 patches with 2, and then 4 patches with another 2, and then you sash or border with the other, So they made a real simple way for you to make baby quilts for the most part, because you're not going to get a whole lot of quilt out of just 5 yards when you're cutting and repiecing. And then in addition to that, a Take 5 pattern did eventually emerge, and it was made where they also used those same 5 one-yard pieces, but they cut them into 5 pieces and sewed those 5 pieces back into blocks by rearranging those 5 fabrics. Now, I can't do a 5 fabric quilt. If y'all know Teaquilts, the main thing I do is I love scrappy quilts, even if I have to cut my own scraps. But most of my quilts I tend to make, they are true scraps. This one I am cutting for the Take 5 because I have an AccuQuilt die for the studio machine. They do not have a Take 5 die for the Go. And so I'm going to be cutting this off of my die, and then be sorting these into piles to put them into kits. So that's what the Take 5 is. Again, if you're wanting to see how they look when they're put back together, the Christmas one was just my way of, I got a Christmas video. It was my way of just getting rid of scraps of Christmas fabrics, because at that time, many years ago, I started quilting in 1994, and even before then, they came out with the same line of Christmas fabrics almost every year. You could go in the store and be guaranteed that if you ran out of fabric last year, you were going to be guaranteed you could buy it the next year. That's just how it was. And they finally started coming out with new lines of fabric. So my first Take 5, I was actually just trying to get rid of some older Christmas fabrics that I was tired of looking at. Older, stylish, older fabrics. And so it may not be, quote unquote, the prettiest quilt, but the concept is there. And then on the second one, where I did it with the sashing, I used all purple scraps. And so you can see the difference from what it looks like if it's a Christmas quilt compared to what it looks like if it's a monocolor quilt. So looking forward to cutting these. I think they're going to come out really pretty. Of course, I'm going to keep one for myself. My plan right now is to cut 15 of each kit. So that means 14 of them will be for sale. And 2 of them are already accounted for by my diehards. I got a couple of people that buy any kit that I make. And so they've already emailed me and haven't even seen a Take 5. Don't know what the Take 5 is, but they want their kit. So that's kind of what's going on there. Margaret Henry is here. She says, I'm new at following you, but I'm enjoying you now and your older videos. Thank you for your tips, instructions, and sharing of knowledge. And you are so welcome. And that's the thing, too. I haven't had a chance to really edit a lot of videos. I have done some recording, and then it's like they're just sitting out there in la-la land, not even being edited, because I haven't had that kind of time to sit at my desk with what's going on in my life. 2021 was it was worse for me than 2020. And I had a lot of either family members or very close friends had very significant others in their lives passed. And so I was dealing with that. And not only just dealing with that, but I was also assisting them in their coping and handling of the services for some of their family members. And I've had a couple of family members in my family get sick, and I've had to be the main source of the saneness. You know, you got to stay sane for everybody else so that the good decisions can be made. And so I've been the one doing that. And then it's like all of a sudden, you know, when it's all over and done, then I have a big drop. So Kevin kind of saved me when we went on that birthday trip back in July, the end of July. And then I've just been super busy this entire year. I haven't had really time to breathe. And I have been trying to take time when I do have a day where it's not a whole lot going on. I have to tell myself to just sit there and do nothing on that day, because I can work 7 days a week and I get emails and requests 7 days a week. Sometimes I'll answer stuff on a Sunday, and sometimes I'm like, you know, they'll have to wait till Monday. So, yeah, I do have a lot going on. 2021 was not a kind year for me, so I'm looking forward to 2022, and just praying that everyone I know is on a healthier path in 2022. So I don't know if anybody else got any other questions. And I haven't been reading anything here. So I appreciate you guys. I mean, sometimes you all, I come in here some days and I haven't really canceled a live chat unless I was out of my house. And you guys sometimes just coming in here, even when I don't even have an agenda, I just come in here and I just go, I'm just showing up for work. And you all have helped me get through. It's like I come in here and I have no joy. And then when I leave out of here, I'm laughing by the time I get through with the comments in the chat and things like that. So I really appreciate you guys. And hopefully you all stick around for the 2022 year. Again, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot more tea quilters and on a more personal level at retreat in June of 2022. And again, don't email me about retreat right now unless you just want to be put on a wait list in case somebody cancels, because retreat is now filled to capacity. So I might end up adding one person local that can stay, but not stay at the retreat center. So if you're in the St. Louis area and you might want to do a retreat for a day, you want to come during the daytime, then you're more than welcome to come to retreat to do that. So I got that type of one spot, and that's all I got left for a retreat. And I don't even know what the commuter rate is yet, because I didn't think I was going to have that. That's just how it just happened to be. But as far as beds and things like that, we have no beds available for retreat. Thank you, Margaret. She's saying, T, congratulations on 15,000 subscribers. I have been watching it last week, and then I stopped watching it, and then it happened. So thank you, Margaret, for letting me know it popped over to that. I appreciate that. And Debbie is saying, amen, you need to take care of yourself. I lost my husband 2021. Yes. And, you know, it's a lot. You just keep moving, and then you don't realize how tired you are. And Diane says she has a puppy she has to pay for by the end of the month. Can't be buying fabric. That's fine. I fully understand that African fabric is not everybody's forte, but I do know that, especially in my area, if we only got one shop that sells it and they only got one little small area and it's always the same stuff over and over. I don't know if that stuff is moving or not, or if she keeps buying the same thing, but I'm interested in different things than what she has on her shelf. So that's why I decided to start purchasing myself, so I can understand. I want to understand more about African fabrics as well. So, and people are also telling Debbie sorry for her loss, and I'm me as well. I know I get to talking and I forget to tell you that, but for me as well. Janice Miller talking about put me down for a Take 5 kit. Yes, ma'am, you're down. And people are saying congratulations for the 15,000. Thank you guys. Thanks so much. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm at 8:07 because I do try to read some of the comments just to make sure people didn't have something that they really wanted to know before I take off here. Okay, Deborah, I got you as well. Just want to make sure that I take care of stuff. People get their questions answered, and if not, you got something that you're afraid or intimidated, even shy in the chat room, you can always post a comment on my any video, because I'll respond. It doesn't matter which video you go to. Just make it easier on yourself. Make sure you're real clear about what you want. And yes, Dee Dee, I got you. And then or which video you're referring to when you're asking me a question if it's not that actual video. So, or you can just, if you got a question, you can just email me straight at teaquilts@teaquilts.com. Francis Jackson. Now, I will be emailing you guys because I need to know if you're wanting one kid or two, and I'm not going to do all that on here. So I'm just writing your names down. Okay? And welcome anybody new that's coming. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll be back here Saturday night where we'll be actually sewing and chatting, because I'm going to be working on this Bonnie Hunter mystery, be sewing these blocks. And you also know that she's coming out with clue number 6 on Friday, which I'm not even going to probably have ready on Saturday. I'll still be probably dealing with this. I'm going to go start working on quilting this quilt that I got to quilt. And I'm going to record a Butler video. So for you Butler viewers out there, just know that I am going to edit this video. I am going to show you how to do border quilting, but it's going to be a pieced border. And I'm doing this in a border quilt, where it's a row quilt rather. But you can also use this same technique if it's a border. And I'm going to show you how to do a border where if you've got a full block end to end, or if you got like half of a block end to end. Because if you're putting up a full design, you need to know how to get just half of that design to print when you only got half of the design. So I'm going to be recording that for you on this quilt that I'm working on. So thank you, everybody. Thank you all for your support in 2021. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking around and being one of my 15,000 subscribers as well. Appreciate you guys. Gotta go. Stay safe, be blessed, and quilt out, everybody.